crew from out there touring are on the road again, searching for those hidden gems off the side tracks and bends. Tires turning, dust is flying, sunrise paints the sky. With every mile and every smile, we're living wild and high. Out there touring under the southern sky, the OTT crew together where the red dust flies. Campfires burning, laughter fills the air. We're chasing dreams and freedom anywhere.
Hi guys, Craig here from Out There Touring. We're at Swans Crossing for October long weekend, and it's a crew camp. So it's about two and a half hours, I suppose, north of Newcastle, probably about half hour inland from Kew. Now I have been here before, did a previous crew camp as well, and it was nowhere near as busy. Going to have a walk around and show you. A few of the crew members are already here and set up, so let's go and have a look. So I've set up on the other side of the road, just for space. There's Troy set up, he's already getting into it. We've got Roger set up over here. He's cooking tonight for us. And then the familiar face of Doris. She's back again. Morton Island wasn't enough for her. As I said, it's quite full. Last time we were actually camped here and had most of this space to ourselves. There's heaps of people here. There we've got Dave and Beck set up. He's gone from the swag to the caravan for this trip. He's returned again from the Morton Island trip. And then Mick and Karen's just setting up here. As I said, we've got a couple of others still coming, and we're going to try to fit them in around this area as well. Roger's set up, and as I said, he's doing the cook up tonight for everybody. So we'll see how that turns out. We're all looking forward to it. Righto guys, what a magnificent night we all had last night around the fire. Roger's cook up, the ribs with vegetables and some mash was awesome. So Roger actually challenged me prior to arriving the camp that he would cook last night, and I've got to cook tonight, and everyone gets a vote on the best cook up, and we'll decide that and then enjoy a night at the Coopernook Hotel on tomorrow night. And the winner gets some drinks. So great idea, it's just created a bit of fun for us. Now, just before the food was served up, we had a few more of the crew members turn up. So we've got Anthony and Fiona, and they've set up behind me, and also Stephanie and Wendy, and they're set up just above Mick and Karen. So what I'll do is walk around and show you everyone's set up at some point. And I think we've now got 12 of the crew here, which is an awesome number. Real estate is starting to become limited, so we've got everyone sort of over 2 little camp areas. So here we've got Stephanie's Ranger with a King's rooftop tent on. Wendy's Hilux with a rooftop tent. Mick and Karen in their van. Dave, as I said yesterday, is upgraded from the swag to a caravan. He took the swag to Morton Island. And then down the corner here, we've got Roger swagging it underneath the awning, and Doris in a swag as well. And that's the crew. The crew are about to go for a walk. So Swans Crossing is a free campground. As you can see, there's this large area in the middle, which is sort of fenced off by logs, which means you can't camp in here, but it's a great area for the kids to play. As I said a bit earlier, it's really busy here. It's a long weekend in October, and I was expecting a crowd anyway. Compared to when we were up here last time, there's heaps of people. They're even camped up the back here, and even right near the entrance there, which we used the very first time I came up here just as a car park, like for day use. So I also dropped some footage of my last trip up here, just to show you the difference. So where these posts are, over in the corner and behind where this guy's set up, is the walking trail down to the water. So let's go and have a look. And then as you approach the water, there's some steps. Just makes it nice and easy access to the water. So just off the path that leads you down to the creek, just off to your right, there's a walk called the Gorge Walk. It's a nice easy walk. It's only a few kilometres. It's basically a loop and returns you back to camp. You're walking along the top of the creek, I suppose, but it's really picturesque, and as I said, it's a nice easy walk. just how nice is it just to be out in nature, just listening to that running water, the birds, and even the rustling of the trees. I love this so much. Should do it more often. Unfortunately, the track has been blocked by spawn stuff and can't go any further. So sitting on the rocks there is as far as we could go, but still beautiful, just and tranquil, just to sit there and just listen to the running water. So I'm going to head back to camp now, and I think we're going for a swim.
Lovely walk along the river.
So that's the end of the walk now. As I said, it's probably about a 45-minute round walk. We didn't get the whole way, but there's also a track here just at the end of it, which takes you down to the swim hole. And there's the steps there that take you down to the water. So still using the trick that I've done before for starting fires, out-of-date hand sanitizer. Just a few squirts. These matches are a bit old, but we'll give it a go. It's Saturday afternoon, so it's my turn to cook. Roger did some ribs last night, which was sensational. So I've got the fire started now, and I've got Roger's Baduri. First time I'm going to cook in one of them. It's spun steel. It basically gets the temperature quickly, but also cools down quickly. Also going to use my Dutch oven just to due to the quantity of meat that I've got. The guys don't know what I'm cooking yet, but I'm going to do slow cooked pork knuckles in Coca-Cola with honey barbecue sauce or glaze, and also some vegetables being potatoes, pumpkin, corn, and also some carrots. So they'll be well fed. Anyway, going to get into the cook up, start the preparation. As I said, I've got the fire on. I want to get a really good bed of coals just so I can get that heat into the pans. Just while I'm waiting to get a good bed of hot coals, I may as well do the vegetables. So as I said, just going to do the pumpkin, corn, some carrots, and also potatoes. Just going to do them like I normally do in alfoil with some olive oil or some oil and salt and pepper. Got the trays of pork knuckle. I got the butcher to cut them in half again, so normally they come like that. I'll bring it around. So a nice big lump of meat. So I just got the butcher to cut them down. Give an individual serve for everybody. Just dried or pat dried the pork knuckles. And I'm going to use the Ned's barbecue rub just on the skin. And then I'm just going to pat that in. I'm not sure it's going to make much difference. The Coca-Cola will probably wash it off. But if we can get some into around the bone in the meat, it should add a bit more flavour. The pork knuckles are soaking in the Coca-Cola. Just waiting for the fire to get some more hot coals. And I'll put them off to the side and then the slow cook begins.
At least she's not passed out, right? Hey Doris.
It's a change. Wow, where's my chair?
It's over the other side of the campground.
Sorry.
Where's my eyes?
She goes, oh, have a look at these, the three of them.
Yeah.
She goes, that's what we hated each other.
What a great night we had last night. All gathered around the fire. A couple of relatives come in and joined us as well. So we ended up having 15 people there at one stage. Lots of stories, lots of laughs, and then the camp cook up as well. Now the pork knuckles didn't turn out quite like they did the first time I did it, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One being, I don't think I had enough hot coals for the Coca-Cola to really penetrate the meat. And the other, I actually had these pork knuckles cut in half, and I think that may have affected as well. So Roger's cook up on Friday night definitely won the weekend cook-off. The ribs he did were superb. So that's pretty much the end of the Swans Crossing Campground part of the long weekend. We're all starting to pack up now. Then we're going to make our way probably about an hour south down to the Coopernook Hotel and spend the night there, camped out the back, and we'll be watching the grand final and having a feed there. So really looking forward to that, sharing that experience with the crew as well.
Tomorrow's calling, sand or bush, we'll find our way. Tracks unknown, horizons wide, another epic day. The Southern Cross is shining down, guiding us all through. There's nothing like the open road with this OTT Crew. Out there touring under the southern sky, the OTT Crew together where the red dust flies. Campfires burning, stories never end. Out there touring with family and friends. We're out there touring on the road again.
We've arrived at the Coopy, or the Hotel Coopernook. The crew's just starting to come in now, and it's full out the back. They've only got 8 or 9 spots that you can use anyway, and most of it was taken up, so we're sort of doubling up a little bit on space, but looking forward to getting inside, having a drink and having a feed. So Mick and Karen's behind me. Roger's over in the corner, Doris is beside him, and then Fiona and Anthony are setting up across the road on a grass patch. Just going to walk around the front of the bar. love this place. Been up here a few times now, so we're camped out the back. It's full, so expecting a big crowd and a good night here tonight for the grand final night. Sorry.
A little too tall, but it's a few pounds.
What a great afternoon and evening at the Coopernook Hotel. Celebrated with a great bunch of guys from the OTT crew. Really do appreciate the fact that you guys come along. Hope you enjoyed it. Everyone else, hope you enjoyed this video. Swans Crossing, great camp spot. It's a free spot, so make sure that's on your hit list as well. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching and all your support. Don't forget to follow along on Facebook and Instagram as well. Cheers guys, travel safely.